What the hell is going on? So I just came across this piece of information on social media. Now, whether it's true or not, that remains to be seen. But you guys saw the segment on Monday Night Raw. The Judgment Day turned on Edge. Finn Balor joined. He seems to be leading the way now. And Edge has been reported to be injured via WWE. They just broke the news today on WWE The Bump. They said that he got checked on Tuesday and suffered a non-displaced orbital floor fracture. Whatever exactly that means, I don't know. But point is, there's a lot of rumors going around that Edge probably did not like the supernatural element that WWE wanted to do with the Judgment Day. And it wasn't just because Cody Rhodes got injured. And here's the deal, guys. Here's the problem that I have with believing that Edge wanted out of this group because of the supernatural stuff. Edge did the Brood. Back then, they had the Ministry of Darkness as well. Supernatural elements have always been part of WWE in some capacity, right? And whether it's been corny or effective, that is subjective, and every individual gets to choose whether they like it or not. It's okay. But to think that Edge, who was in the Brood and loves this gothic stuff, to think that he wanted out of this group so bad that he wouldn't want to see this story arc, get pushed further, it's just ridiculous. This happened because Cody Rhodes got injured. In my most humble personal opinion, I think that it's not about Edge not liking the supernatural pitch that WWE gave him. Because let's be honest, what supernatural stuff can they do at live events? Turn off the lights, flicker the lights, change the lights color, change the Titatron, have smoke, fake lightning. They can't really do much besides backstage segments with supernatural elements. We've seen supernatural characters and they push the boundaries every so often, but in all reality, to think that a guy like Edge, who loves being the bad guy, who loves being the leader of factions, who loves being in main event stories and elevating young talent, because he has said that himself. He loves helping the young generation that follows. So you mean to tell me Hall of Famer Edge, who's in a prominent role with this group to elevate Rhea, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor, doesn't want to be a part of that because he really hates supernatural stuff and he didn't agree with WWE creative? Edge, Jericho, and so many other people have gone on record saying that when they don't agree with creative, they stand by their decision and creative process and they try to do things their way, but they always get the job done one way or another. WWE wouldn't just eliminate him from the group because of that. But whatever. Point is, I think it's all because Cody's out and they need Edge to be a babyface. So much so that now they're saying he's injured. How true is that? I think that it's all a work. I think it's part of the story. I think that they're going to do AJ versus Finn, which is pretty much going to continue that Judgment Day versus AJ Styles story. And in the near future, within the next month or so, Edge is going to have his epic babyface return. They're going to keep him off of TV for like a couple weeks, and he's going to come back from this injury, and he's going to look like a freaking god. That's what I think is going on here. But to say that this is because he didn't agree with WWE, I think that's a bit foolish knowing Edge's character. Unless Edge himself does an interview down the road, like on the Chris Jericho podcast or even on his own podcast, unless he comes forward later down the road and says, hey, WWE pitched this idea to me. I said no. We had creative differences and they threw me out of the group. Unless he says that himself and it comes out of his mouth, I'm not going to buy into that bullshit narrative that people are trying to push, whether it's Fightful Select or Dave Meltzer or whoever gets these, sources or interviews or rumors. I'm not buying it. I think that WWE is just trying to push that narrative so people don't think that it's just a scapegoat for Cody being injured. They need another major babyface because Cody's out, and Edge is the perfect fit for that role. So we'll see what happens with this story. I'll continue to react and talk about it on the channel. Hit me up with your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think Edge is really injured? Do you think Edge really did not want to be a part of this group because of the supernatural elements? Let me know down below. Peace.